And joining me now is the Congress's chief spokesperson, its head of the media management, and its member of parliament, former union minister Jairam Ramesh joins me at this moment from Kanyakumari. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Ramesh. The big question, Jairam Ramesh, that is being asked, this Yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra that the Congress has begun, is it about reviving the Congress or is it about relaunching Rahul Gandhi? What is this Yatra really about? About Rahul Gandhi, the star messenger, or is it about the message you want to send out?
No. It's a Bharat Jodo Yatra because Bharat is being todoed on 3 counts. It's being todoed because of economic inequalities. It is being splintered on account of social polarization. And it's under great tension because of political over-centralization. And it's keeping these 3 factors in mind: economic inequalities, social polarization and political centralization, that the Bharat Jodo Yatra was conceived of at Udaipur 4 months ago and is being launched at 5 p.m. today. It's a historic yatra. It's the longest ever Pad Yatra, I should stress. It's a yatra on foot from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, almost 3,600 kilometers long. And it's the longest political yatra on foot that has been initiated by India's oldest political party, perhaps the world's 2nd or 3rd oldest political party.
No, but the question, of course, though arises, Mr. Ramesh, from your answer. You claim that this yatra is about addressing concerns over income inequalities, about social polarization, about over-centralization. But the truth is that how is a yatra going to actually make you politically able to challenge the forces that you claim to oppose? Eventually, you have to win elections. There are those who are saying the yatra is taking place at a time when the Congress should be focusing on Gujarat, on Karnataka, on Himachal Pradesh, on the immediate elections, rather than engage in a 150-day-old yatra that's not even going through the election-bound states.
Rajdeep, over the last 3 months, we have looked at 5 or 6 different alternatives for the yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. It is a Kanyakumari to Kashmir yatra, and the final route was selected keeping geographical factors in mind, security factors in mind, logistics in mind, the need to make it a completely Pad Yatra, not a hybrid Yatra. That dictated the final choice. Also, the fact is that if you start a Pad Yatra in Kanyakumari, there is no way you can reach Gujarat or Himachal Pradesh, less than 90 days time, by which time the elections are over in both the states. So there is no way, even if you have a fixed 56-inch chest and if you are a Superman, that you would reach Gujarat or Himachal Pradesh on foot beginning September from Kanyakumari. Also remember that the Bharat Jodo Yatra demands complete mobilization of the party organization and the party machinery. And if we had gone through Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh, instead of focusing on the state assembly elections there, the entire party organization would have been involved and immersed in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So that is one of the reasons why this Bharat Jodo Yatra is almost on a straight line. It's the most convenient route, and it's the only route that we studied that was allowed on security considerations and that made possible a complete Pad Yatra. There is no vehicle, no boat, no bus, no train in the yatra. It's all on foot, and this is the only alignment that was possible.
You know, we come back though to the role of Rahul Gandhi. Is Rahul Gandhi the face, the mascot of your yatra? Because he has been reluctant to become Congress president. Those elections are likely in the next 6 weeks. What is Rahul Gandhi's exact role at the moment? Does he still remain a reluctant leader to take over Congress presidency, but happy to lead
there are
this
118
yatra? What is his role?
118 congressmen and congresswomen, plus one Rahul Gandhi, who will complete the 3,570 kilometer long Pad Yatra. 1/3, almost 30% of the yatris are women. The average age is 38. Naturally, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is the most prominent and public face of the Bharat Yatris, but it is not a Rahul Gandhi-led Bharat Yatra. It's a Bharat Yatra in which congressmen and congresswomen are participating, in which Mr. Rahul Gandhi is also participating. And naturally, because of the special and unique position he occupies in the party organization, he is the one who will get the maximum headlines, and he will become the public face of the yatra. But this is not, this is a Congress party yatra. It's a Congress party organization yatra. It's not one individual's yatra. And I must also tell you that in a recent interaction with civil society organizations, when he was asked, Rahul ji, आप भारत यात्रा पर क्यों निकले हुए हैं? So he said, हमारे संस्कार में पूजा है और तपस्या है, और मैं इस यात्रा को तपस्या के रूप में देखता हूँ. So for me, it is a personal tapasya. But remember that he is accompanied by 118
there will
young
be those
congresswomen who represent the new face of the Congress. This is an opportunity for rejuvenating the party organization. This has generated huge enthusiasm and excitement in the party across the country. Not only is this a decisive moment for Indian politics, but it's also a transformational movement for the Congress as well.
Two questions come from what you said. Number one, the fact is, Jairam, Ramesh, the Congress needs to attract voters outside your own echo chambers, outside your own workers. You will concede that. The fact is, your vote share has not risen in the last 10 years. I'm coming back to elections. How does this yatra make you more election battle ready? Ultimately,
yes,
politics is about getting to power, not about tapasya. Rahul Gandhi is saying it's about tapasya, but your party workers and, dare I say, leaders want to return to power. How does a yatra get you back to power?
We are a political party. Of course, we have political objectives in mind. But this yatra has been started not just keeping the state elections or the 2024 Lok Sabha elections in mind. It's a yatra to transform the public discourse. It's a yatra to bring the Congress closer to voices on the ground, different voices on the ground. There is interaction with different civil society groups, individuals, activists, people who have not been traditionally associated with the Congress, who are now are part of the yatra interaction. This is not a Man Ki Baat type of a yatra where Mr. Rahul Gandhi will every day will give Desh ke naam sandesh like some people do. This is a yatra to listen. It's a yatra to interact. It's also a yatra to connect the Congress party, the Congress organization at the block level, the district level, and at the state level, with different sections of society. So don't look at everything only from an electoral cycle point of view. It's natural, but I don't think you should make that the only yardstick. The organizational renewal is a very complex process.
But
it is, of course, the be all and end all of a political party remains to contest elections and win elections. But at the same time, we've been in power for many years, for many decades. Now we are in the opposition. We are playing the role of a constructive opposition, and we believe that the nation is going through a profound crisis, economic crisis, social crisis, and political crisis. And the Bharat Jodo Yatra, like I can give you a parallel. Mr. Chandrasekhar, a non-congressman who was in the Congress, who left the Congress, Janata Party leader, embarked on a 6-month Bharat Yatra between January and June of 1983. He didn't have political objectives in mind. It was for political renewal. Rajshekar Reddy did a 2,700-kilometer yatra in Andhra Pradesh. It brought the Congress back to power in Andhra Pradesh, undivided Andhra Pradesh, in 2003-2004. That was a political yatra. Digvijay Singh did a 3,000-kilometer Narmada Yatra, Parikrama Yatra, encompassing 3 states. That was not a political yatra, that was a cultural yatra. So, you can look upon this yatra from different points of view. Of course, we are not a party of sannyasis. We don't have asli sannyasis and nakli sannyasis like the BJP has. But we are a political party, political activists. We have to contest elections. But we believe that through this yatra, we are accomplishing a renewal, a rejuvenation of the party organization. And I am seeing, having gone to different states, along with my colleagues, I am seeing the tremendous excitement that has been created, both through the public protests on price rise that we have had, and of course through this Bharat Jodo Yatra that is being launched today.
You know, you use the word, you've used Bharat Jodo for the Yatra. You might have heard what the likes of Himanta Biswa Sarma, former congressman now with the BJP, have said, that, you know, almost suggesting that he believes that there is no need for Bharat Jodo. If you want to do a Yatra that brings together people, suggesting that, you know, go to Pakistan, you don't have to come to India. India was partitioned in 1947. How do you respond to those who still are unwilling to take the Congress seriously?
I don't want to force myself to the level of Himanta Biswa Sarma, who spent a good part of 25, 30 years in the Congress party. After he was associated with certain organizations which I shall not name, he's now a recent migrant to the BJP. He has gone through the BJP washing machine, and he's now under great pressure to prove his loyalty to the new masters day after day by making outlandish and outrageous statements. And I don't see the need to demean myself and diminish myself to respond to any statement that Mr. Sharma might make.
You know, you said this is a Congress Yatra, but you've got the likes of Yogendra Yadav also joining the Yatra. Now, Yogendra Yadav, till not too long ago, was originally with the Anna movement, then with the Kisan movement. He's been a critic at times of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress and its politics. It appears that you are now trying to connect with left of center or left civil society groups. Is that also part of the endeavor to try and see if the Congress occupies that broader left of center space? Why, what role do the Yogendra Yadavs now have?
Rajdeep, as usual, you have quoted me only selectively. I have said it's a Congress Yatra done in a non-partisan manner. It is a Yatra mounted by the Congress party, organized by the Congress party, in which the entire Yatra is being covered by congressmen and congresswomen. But it's a non-partisan Yatra. We have appealed to all political parties who share our objectives, who share our belief in the Constitution, who believe like us that democracy is under threat, the economy is in crisis, politics is under threat and under assault, to join us. Now, we have appealed to civil society groups. Now, I know many of these civil society groups were very active in 2012 in the anti-Congress movement. But, you know, they have realized now that there is no alternative to the Congress. So, you know, we are appealing to everybody. Politics is not about converting the converted. Politics is also about reaching out to people who are opposed to you, who are on the borderline, or who have abandoned you for some reason, to expand your footprint. This Yatra is about expanding footprints as well. It's about deepening the footprint, but it's also about expanding footprints.
So in conclusion, many will say the Congress faces multiple challenges. There's the crisis of ideology, there's the question of organization, and there is the leadership challenge. Do you really believe that one Yatra can be a silver bullet that can resolve this? There will be those who will say it's misplaced priorities, but what I ask is, do you believe this Yatra will resolve these three crises you face: ideological, organizational and leadership?
The Congress faces multiple challenges, both within and without, no doubt about it. The Yatra is a decisive moment for the Congress party. It's not a magic wand. It's not a panacea. It's not a one-off solution. It's part of the process of rejuvenating, refurbishing, renewing and refreshing ourselves. I'm under no illusions that, once having done the Yatra and completed the Yatra, the party is going to be suddenly transformed. No, it's going to require a lot of work. It's going to require a lot of changes. It's going to require changes in people, procedures, in systems, no doubt about it. And we are faced with an ideological and political opponent of a type that we have not faced before. Mr. Vajpayee, we faced Mr. Vajpayee, but Mr. Vajpayee is a completely different, completely different proposition than Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah. So I certainly am not under any illusion, but and nobody is selling the Bharat Jodo Yatra as a one-off magic wand. It's part of a process of the transformation of the Congress, which you have been seeing in the past few months. In fact, the idea of the Yatra was discussed at the Udaipur Chintan Shivir, and it's taken us 4.5 months to launch the Yatra. So you will see, you've been seeing the Congress in public protests on the Mehngai rally. You saw them on the 5th of August, 70 members of parliament quoting arrest. So you're seeing a new Congress, you're seeing an aggressive Congress, you're seeing a Congress on the streets, you're seeing a Congress that is responding on time. So, I mean, it's going to be it's a long haul. There are no short-term solutions, and we have elections to fight as well. So we don't have the luxury of time. We have to run twice as fast to remain where we are. So you can imagine how fast we have to run to take steps forward. But I believe that the Bharat Jodo Yatra is a moment in which the organization has immersed itself in, and the organization sees the Yatra as an opportunity for carrying out the decisions and the transformations internally that are required and which everybody recognizes.
Mhm. So in a sense, would you agree that this is the last chance in a way for the Congress ahead of the 2024 elections to prove that it's ready to change, that it understands that it is now in a serious crisis and Band-Aid won't do, you need surgery? Is that an acceptance then in Rahul Gandhi now hitting the streets that you need to change the way your party is perceived?
Well, I certainly don't look upon the Yatra as the last throw of the dice, Rajdeep. I think, you know, there are a set of actions we have to take. There's a cumulative effect. You know, if you remember, I don't have to remind you that in 2004, you were amongst the cynics who had written the Congress off. And you were amongst the people who were, you know, writing epitaphs for the Congress. But we surprised everybody.
No, not true. Not true. Jairam Ramesh. Jairam Ramesh. We must set the. Jairam Ramesh. My friend, I must set the record straight. It was our psephologists who were telling us that Mr. Vajpayee was winning. I recall meeting you and Salman Khurshid in a small office that you had at that moment. And yes, there was a general belief that the Congress was well behind the BJP. I concede that. But I don't think I wrote you off. I write off no one in politics.
No, I mean, you know, writing epitaphs for the Congress has become a favorite occupation of the commentariat, particularly of the liberal commentariat. I think the reports of the death of the Congress are largely exaggerated. There is tremendous resilience in the Congress. And just wait and watch. The Yatra is the beginning of the emergence of a new aggressive Congress.
Mm-hmm. You know, I will ask this one more time, Jairam Ramesh. I'm not writing the epitaph of your party, but as you know, the next few weeks could be critical. You've got a possible election in the middle of October for Congress president. Do you believe that Rahul Gandhi is the person who will, while being on the Yatra, also be Congress president? Or are there now distinct roles where Rahul Gandhi wants to play the role of a Yatri, taking on, and the president will be someone else? Are we going to see a new president of the Congress?
See, Congress bashing has become a favorite pastime, not just of the right wing. Congress bashing has become a favorite pastime of the liberal establishment. It's also become, it has always been a favorite pastime of the left as well. So Congress bashing is now, you know, has been going on for quite some time, and you get
because people want to see a strong opposition.
So Congress is an easy and convenient.
Mr. Jairam Ramesh, people want to see a strong opposition.
You can do Congress
let's not shoot the messenger. People want to see a strong messenger, a strong opposition.
Or the income tax on you. I mean, the Congress bashing
Jairam
is
Ramesh, the commentariat, as you call them, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, the commentariat. So, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, the reason why there is, there is a close eye on the Congress is people want to see a strong opposition, and many believe that without the Congress, you can't have a strong opposition.
Of course. I am glad you say that. I am glad because some people are imagining that you can have a strong, but a strong opposition is possible only with a strong Congress. You know, so we have to strengthen ourselves first. Other parties can't strengthen themselves at the expense of the Congress. Opposition unity does not mean that all other parties strengthen themselves at the expense of the Congress. Opposition party unity means when every party fulfills its own dharma. We have to strengthen ourselves in different states. It's only a strong Congress that can lead, that can provide a strong opposition. It's only a strong Congress that can provide an alternative formation to the BJP RSS combined.
You know, Jairam, Ramesh, I'm conceding while conceding a bit of what you're saying, I want to ask you in conclusion on a question you're avoiding. In the middle of October, there is an election for the Congress president. Many believe part of the problem is you have a non-playing captain. Rahul Gandhi has power without responsibility or accountability. Now he's going on a yatra. Will he also be Congress president, or are these two separate issues?
Well, let's wait till the 30th when the process of nomination gets completed. If there are elections to be held, they'll be held on the 17th of October. There are people who have said that they want to contest the post of the Congress president. I think everybody is welcome to contest. It's a democratic contest. We are the only political party in India which is has elections for its top position. Which other political party goes through an elaborate election procedure? Nobody else. There are, we are held to different standards. And rightly so, because, we've been the preeminent political formation and political party in the country. So I agree that we should be held to different standards. But please ask yourself, of course there are problems in holding organizational elections. Procedures are involved, systems are involved, questions will be raised. These are natural. But the fact is that if elections are needed, if there are going to be candidates, more than one candidate, whoever they may be, elections will be held on the 17th of October. Organizations will continue on one stream, but the Bharat Jodo Yatra will continue.
Okay.
It's a relentless yatra. It will continue. It will take 5.5 months to complete.
Okay, let me leave it there, Jairam, Ramesh. I appreciate your joining us and giving us a sense of why you believe this yatra is a defining moment, certainly for the Congress party. You're saying it's not a do or die moment, but we'll wait and see where this yatra eventually finds a destination. I appreciate, Jairam, Ramesh, you taking the time off from your busy schedule to join us. Thank you so much.